Ryan, congratulations on the new contract. Firstly, how does it feel to extend your time here at the club?
Thank you very much. Yeah, obviously, absolutely buzzing. Yeah, can't wait for the season to start now.
You joined the club back in 2005, nearly 2 decades ago now. Thinking back, what are some of your earliest memories here?
Earliest memories, probably after getting accepted to join the club. My dad bought me my first proper pair of F50 football boots. A little bit expensive, but for being able to join the club, he treated me to them, and still got them now. So them trips from Lincoln to Nottingham, I think.
And then a long time in the academy, of course. How did those experiences, developing through the age groups, develop you as a player and a person?
I think just ever since I joined the club from such a young age, I think the ethos in the academy of just always, being on time, working hard. You've got to be talented to be in the academy, but making sure you do the non-negotiables really well, making sure your boots were clean. Just the little things. From since I've been young, just keeping me really grounded. And then just carrying them lessons on throughout the years, and then obviously then you join full time as a scholar, and you quickly learn how good you've got to be to get into the first team. And yeah, it's a real privilege to still be here.
It's such a family club, and you'll know that as much as anyone. Can you tell us a little bit about how Forest is a family club and how everyone's so together?
Yeah, I think especially this season. Keeping a big core of the players. I can only speak mainly on behalf of the dressing room that we've got such a together group. Obviously staying up in the first season, back in the Premier League, and then cutting it fine again last year, I think, shows the togetherness in the group. Being able to build on that this season will be the aim.
Since signing your first professional deal, you've gone on to play in the top 5 divisions of English football and scored in each of them, as well as the FA Cup and League Cup. How did all of those experiences help you develop as a player as well?
Yeah, it took me a while to get my first Premier League goal, but I think, to be honest, I always, whenever I speak about my loans, I think the first loan I went on to Barrow was a real eye-opener. I think just having to travel 2 or 3 hours to training and see what men's football was really like was, like I say, a real eye-opener. And even in the National League, the level, one of my good friends plays in the National League, how good it is. And yeah, like you say, just having to prove myself each time I come back to Forest. You're not quite ready yet, on 4 separate occasions, made it even more sweeter when I was able to nail down my first team place at the club.
And then honing in on the past few years, of course, and especially since Mr. Marakis arrived and Forest, we reached the Premier League for the first time in 23 years. Just how special have those past few years been, reaching the Premier League and establishing yourselves?
Yeah, I think just, we don't really, I think in our job we don't look back too much, but I think when you do reflect on what's the situation the club was in, before we got promoted, and on off the pitch, the improvements made to the training ground, to the city ground, to the general playing, the players, the quality of players we have is incredible, really. I think that's massively down to Mr. Marinakis and what he's bringing to the club, and he's not going to be stopping there, and neither are us as players.
And how did it feel for yourself as well last season to captain the team, having been here for so long?
Yeah, it's incredible. I think something I never take for granted. But I feel like that's, being here for so long, I really understand what the club means to many people who've worked here for many years, the supporters, and just Nottingham in general. I feel like every time I, put the shirt on, wear the armband, even more so just to sort of reflect what this club's all about, what this city's about, with my performances on the pitch.
And if you could pick just 1 or 2 moments that really stand out as particularly special from your time at the club, what would they be?
I know it's obvious, but I think just the promotion day speaks for itself really. And I think the day against Arsenal when we stayed up, obviously looking back last year, it's obviously incredible to stay up again, but I feel like that was the absolute minimum we wanted, and we're certainly striving for more this season.